run into a situation like this, stop, don't move, and wait it out.
We have an abundant supply of figs on our fig tree. These are ripe, ready to pick. If you look up in there, you'll see some more. Coming. Hold on to them.
Welcome to A Sportsman's Life. We're so glad you tuned in to join us for another exciting real-world outdoor adventure right here on A Sportsman's Life.
I just walked in on some hogs. They're standing back there a ways. I still see them. When you run into a situation like this, stop, don't move, and wait it out. They're kind of meandering off, so I think they'll be back to this feeder. I'll be ready for them. Just disappeared off in the distance. I was just getting my cam arm set up. My bow is still down there at the bottom of the ladder, and those hogs are off in the distance. They came right in. It's kind of funny, they hit that little wall of the old, that was where the feeder was. Now it's a water hole, and they use it. I think they'll be back. We're gonna sit tight here. Hunting the Buck and Bass Ranch near Lake Fork, East Texas, on a not so bad afternoon. It's probably right around 90, 91 degrees, not too bad. So let's hold tight, see what we come up with. We got a hog down. They came in like clockwork. About 20 minutes after the feeder went off, they came running in, so we don't have to give him a whole lot of time. He's laying right over there. Looks like he's down. I put a perfect shot on him, so picked out a butterball. Perfect one for the smoker, so what a beautiful night. All right, I'm gonna sit here for 5 minutes and then I'll go take a look at him. Okay, we are out of the blind. And let's go take a look over here. Here's the feeder right here. That hog is about 20 yards away, maybe. Let's take a look here. Hold on. Just want you to take a look here first. We'll come back for that in a minute. Let's go take us a look over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is a perfect size eater right there. There was a big mama in there and there were some other fair sized ones, but I wanted to pick one out that I can just cut the hams and the back strap out of and get them on the smoker. Well, friends, thanks for joining me on this segment of the Sportsman's Life. Kind of had a feeling those guys were going to come back in tonight, and they did. What a gorgeous night. Wind is starting to die down a little bit, and it's getting warm, but we'll be back to camp, grab the buggy, and we'll get that hog out before dark. Well, sun is setting in the background. We are back to camp with our hog, and like I said, this is the perfect eating size, and we're going to go ahead and get it cut up, and man, I look forward to some fresh backstrap and some hams on the smoker. All right.
Brought to you by Dallas Safari Club, Conservation, Education, and Hunter Advocacy. Hornaday, accurate, deadly, dependable. Taurus Firearms, maker of the Raging Hunter. Stealth Vision, high-tech precision-driven equipment tailored for the modern hunter.
Hello, my friends. It's your old buddy Luke Clayton, and it's time for a little outdoor cooking segment. We haven't had one in a week or two here on A Sportsman's Life. Now, this behind me is a fig tree. I planted this tree, 6 or 7 years ago, and this year it's got a bumper crop of figs. I'm going to give you a close-up look, but the figs are, I've been picking probably 2 quarts a day off this thing for the past few days, so we're going to try a new recipe, and it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be somewhat of a dessert. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but it's going to have bacon and it's going to have figs in it. You might be able to guess what I'm going to do. I've never tried this, so I don't know how it's going to be. We're going to test it out. But let me give you a look at these figs here, and then we're going to go back over to my little cabin where I do all my outdoor cooking. We're going to try a recipe that incorporates fresh figs and bacon, so stick with me.
We have an abundant supply of figs on our fig tree. These are ripe, ready to pick. If you look up in there, you'll see some more. So let's pick some of these figs, fresh figs, and let's go back over to the cooking area and see what we can do with figs and bacon. Well, friends, I did not think you needed to watch me wrap bacon around figs. And to be honest with you, the jury's still out on this one. But I like figs. I like the smoked flavor. I love bacon. So I think they're going to be really, really good, but I can't guarantee it. Let's put these, give you a little bit closer look at our fig. They're just basically figs wrapped with bacon and a toothpick in them. So friends, we'll give these about 15 minutes on the smoking text and check them out and take a taste and see if I can recommend these to you. Well, friends, I have used my smoking text to cook everything from wild hog hams to venison backstrap to chickens to ribs. I've never cooked figs wrapped in bacon. We're going to give them a try. We're going to test them out. I'm going to give you an honest appraisal of what they taste like. They look like they should be good. Let's check them out when this bacon is done and crispy. Let them cool down a bit. We'll take a bite and see what they taste like. What do you say?
Well, friends, I won't kid you. I was a little bit dubious on these smoked bacon wrapped figs. These things are absolutely awesome. I've already had a couple. I'm going to try to freeze these figs whole, maybe put them on a sheet and freeze them, and then this fall at deer camp or hunting camp, wrap them and smoke them fresh. Oh man. One more, I can't stop with just one. Perfectly done, they're sweet. Just a little smoke flavor to them, and that bacon just sets them off. Who would have thunk it? Smoked figs, bacon wrap. Anyway, try you some of these sometime. I bet you could even do like pears. You could probably other type fruit, but I know for a fact that these bacon wrapped figs are really good. Now on to the rest of our show.
A Sportsman's Life is also brought to you by Mossberg, American built, American strong. The YO Steakhouse, Catch and Release Apparel, AGM Global Vision, your go-to for thermal hunting scopes and spotters. Pyramid Air, your one-stop shop for everything air guns.
Hello, sports fans. Bill Carey with Striper Express with your fishing tip this week on A Sportsman's Life.
Striper Express, Lake Texoma, guys. Summer is here, and you know what we love? We love topwater. That's what we live for, catching them on topwater. There's nothing better. Actually, it's the only strike that you can miss and still enjoy. You can't eat a strike, but it's still fun. Anyways, guys, we've taken these pencil poppers. It's been the bait of choice here lately. Catching them down by the dam, up in the stump fields, different places. One thing I want to show you is something that's just really crazy about this is people want to do big, deep pulls with this bait. But I'm trying to really show you my wrist here because you almost reel constantly and just chatter like this. Cha, 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 cha. Cha, 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 cha. Activate the BBs in the bait. Let the stripers find it. And another thing, when they blow up on that bait, until you feel the fish, load up your pole. Do not set the hook. If you're not careful, incoming, several points coming straight at you. Everybody's ducking. Let's hook them up, not hook each other. Well, anyways, there's your topwater tip from Lake Texoma, Striper Express, and Luke Clayton and the boys. Thank you, guys.
A special thanks to these fine sponsors, Vineyard Max Deer Products, and the Anchor Inn and Marina on beautiful Lake Tawakoni, 1 hour east of Dallas.
Coming. Hold on to him. Got a little action going on there. Demi just caught her a nice channel cat. Let's get these onion rings a cooking. There we go. And we'll get the fish in there and we'll be rocking.
fresh catfish from the creek to the grease. Happy 4th of July to everyone out there. I hope yours is as good as mine. This is awesome. Doesn't get any better than a fish fry at the creek. Demi's out there manning the poles. She got a nice one here a moment ago. Alright.
Looks like we need to bait up again. Maybe? Nope. She's got a cast going on out there. Alright. Look at that. Fresh catfish caught right here on the creek and going right into the skillet. So, good times. Onion rings and fresh catfish from the creek at the creek with the love of my life, my wife. And she just caught a beautiful couple nice fish already here at the creek. All right, happy 4th. Let's have some fish. Look at that. Ooh. Fish and onion rings. Here we go. Well, that wraps up another 4th of July here at the Buck and Bass Ranch. Spent the holiday with my wife, fishing the creek, catching catfish, and having a fantastic catfish fry, as well as a little hog hunting. I was successful in taking down a hog and just really enjoyed our time together in the outdoors. Folks, I encourage you to take your friends, take your family, get outside, do this kind of stuff, and enjoy God's great outdoors. Until next time, we'll see you right back here on A Sportsman's Life.
Folks, this segment was brought to us by Gearhead Archery, Smoke Intex Electric Smokers, Snaplock Hunting Blinds, YO Ranch Headquarters, Ultramatic Feeders, and Catfish Pro. Tune in next week for some more real-world outdoor adventures right here on A Sportsman's Life.